Hello everyone, and welcome to all my beautiful fellow seekers and friends out there. Taking inspiration from a book, The Alchemist, today we're going to talk a little bit about personal legends and how to listen for signs or omens, messages from Divine Spirit in your own life. As you may already know, alchemy is focused on transmuting metal into gold and prolonging life. At the same time, alchemy is a powerful allegory for self-improvement or inner liberation. Spiritual alchemy is concerned with transformation and change, freeing your spiritual self from the small part of you, or the ego, where your fears, personal beliefs, and cultural conditioning reside, so that you can live a free and most joyful life. Get started, I just want to mention that I have here 2 crystals, one being selenite, which is perfect for cleansing, charging, and purification, and the second is citrine, which is wonderful for abundance and prosperity. This beautiful sunny spring day. And I will also just spritz a little of this Formag lavender water, which is vortex magnetized to increase its vibration. And of course, the lavender flower water smells amazing, very soothing and subtle. So I'm going to go ahead and just spritz a little in the room, set the tone for a calming, soothing, transformative session. So, a couple of nights ago, I was drawn to picking up my copy of Paul Coelho's The Alchemist, and I have already read it years ago. And since then, like most books, it has been sitting on the shelf. For whatever reason, I felt compelled to reread it, which I don't do very often. I immediately remembered why I loved it so very much, and I finished it in just a couple of hours. It's kind of extraordinary because I think the book touches on some rather important spiritual themes on how you live your life and the choices that you make. And it was exactly the reminder that I needed to stay focused on the path forward. May be helpful to you seekers out there. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. I won't get into all of the details of the book today, but essentially it follows a young man's journey from relative comfort as a shepherd roaming the fields of Andalusia, Spain, to deciding to take huge risks in his life in order to follow a recurring dream that he's had about discovering a hidden treasure that's buried at the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. So he had to let go of the familiar in order to get where he wanted to be. And so he left with nothing to hold him back but himself. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting, according to the book. Here he must make a choice between something that he has already and something that he wants, with no guarantees. And courageously, he chooses to go for it. He sells his flock and embarks on what proves to be a long and difficult, sometimes even dangerous journey. He loses everything in a foreign land without any friends or contacts, without knowing the language, and there he must start over. Multiple times this pattern happens, but he perseveres. He continues on time and time again, trusting in himself and the universe. He treks across the land, through the desert, and eventually to the pyramids. During the course of his travels, he learns a lot. He learns how to tap into the soul of the world and speak the universal language. He finds his true love, makes and loses and makes his fortune each time bigger and more present, and he helps others. These experiences make him who he is and who he is supposed to be. He is transformed by this quest in every way. In the book, dreams represent one's inner desires and a form of communication with the soul of the world, or the spiritual force that unites and connects all creation, from human beings to a grain of sand. Everything is interconnected. This can also be interpreted as a part of your soul or the soul of God. In our waking life, the soul of the world communicates with us through signs or omens. Love and happiness are the emotions that can transform and improve the soul of the world. According to the book, everything has a personal legend. Everything and everyone. So So one must learn to tap into the soul of the world for purification in order to accomplish their personal legend. And here, a personal legend means one's destiny. It's about identifying your purpose in life and pursuing it, focusing on evolution and growth, spirituality, and eternity. The book emphasizes the importance of pursuing and fulfilling your destiny or life's purpose. The message is that fate cooperates with those who pursue their life's purpose when they are focused on achieving their goal. In this way, everything is thought to have happened for a reason, and that you are in the universe or God's hands if you learn to remain committed to the quest and learn how to read the signs. So, alchemy was created as a means of turning invaluable or useless metals such as lead into valuable metal like gold. Let's turn our attention to how to spot the signs, messages, or omens in your own life. The universe is constantly sending us signs, also messages and omens. By learning how to read these signs, we can connect to universal wisdom from nature and what's referred to commonly as the web of life all around us. In physics, this is called the unified field. You will benefit from the extra guidance you receive, and it will help you to feel more present and aware by paying attention to the signs all around you. Dreams, metaphors, and symbols come from our imaginations or creativity, which is directly connected to our souls. So, definitely try to pay attention to your dreams, and if you are lucky enough to remember the details as they played out in your subconscious mind, jot them down and analyze their meaning. If it doesn't resonate with you right away and you're not making the connection, do some research online, read a book on interpretations, symbols, but do keep in mind that dreams are very personal things and only you really know the answer. You only will be able to decode their meaning in the context of your life and experiences. The natural world speaks to us on a daily basis. Nature and animals are connected to the spirit world more closely than we are, and therefore have more fluid communication. Coincidences or synchronicities seeing an article on alternative therapies or a referral for a doctor, a song that plays on the radio while you're thinking of a loved one who's passed on, the same numbers popping up again and again, or a book or a movie or article that you come across with a message that you needed to hear. And how do you know that it's a legitimate sign or message or omen? Well, you'll know because it will come after you've been wondering about something or asking for answers to meaningful questions. And when it comes, you'll know because you will sense that you are meant to pay attention. It will have special meaning or significance to you. It will grab your attention or elicit an emotional response like physical chills throughout the body or feeling a surge of happiness, joy, or energy. When you do receive these signs, you can say thank you. Try to take heed, cherish the messaging. Think of what you can give back to the universe, the soul of the world. And now, here are some thoughts about following your personal legends, your true desires of the heart. First, what do you truly long for? What is your dream? Ask yourselves the question, what would you do if you could do anything? Set an intention or make a sankalpa, a sacred vow to yourself to serve your own highest good and to be of benefit to others. This will help bring you closer to living your heart's desire. Maybe even share this passion or desire with a close friend or confidant so it becomes more real and tangible. There's a deep satisfaction in knowing that you're doing what you were born to do. As Joseph Campbell, the legendary mythologist, said, the privilege of a lifetime is being who you truly are. So do not let fear get in the way. We must have courage and live with our whole hearts. This doesn't mean be fearless. I don't know that that's possible. Instead, be ready to feel all the emotions that arise. Courage is being afraid and doing it anyways, as we know. And Campbell also said that the cave you most fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. Sometimes fear is a good sign. It can mean that you are on the right track. And when you are met with fear or any other negative emotion, you are ready to confront it head on. And doing so, you let it pass right through you. You can focus instead on your body and your breath, not the stories in your head that reinforce the fear or negativity. Instead, connecting with the body, striking what's called power position could be bringing your arms up over your head in a V formation, tilting your head back slightly, looking up to the sky and smiling. And when you do this, you begin to take long, deep breaths, really connecting with yourself and with your body. And remembering that by facing your fears, identifying your heart's desire, and pushing forward every single day, no matter what, you will first begin to notice small victories and even some losses or failures, until eventually, with enough determination and confidence, you accomplish your personal legend. So, lean in to the unknown. Push, 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 push past any fear or uncertainty, and move ever closer to your heart's deepest desires. As always, thank you so much for sharing this time and experience with me. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. And until then, keep seeking, seeking, seeking. You never know